Now you can't talk about Irish whiskey without talking about Redbreast. And today we're going to look at Redbreast 12-year-old single pot still. We love to say that this is the quintessential or the most distinctive style of Irish whiskey, and that being the single pot still element of it. I actually know before I open it, I've opened this bottle a few times. Yeah, so this one probably got cracked open a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, so on the label, again, Redbreast, single pot still, Irish whiskey, aged for 12 years. So that means that the youngest whiskey that is in this bottle is a 12-year-old. So that is the minimum aged whiskey in this bottle. It also said triple distilled and matured in the finest oak casks. So this is distilled at the Middleton Distillery down in County Cork. Lots of fantastic whiskies distilled down there. Now, in the process of making Redbreast 12, after we triple distill in copper pot still, it's matured. That's not a word. It's matured in a combination of two casks, ex-bourbon barrels and Oloroso sherry butts. And what they do is they give a complexity to the whiskey, but they kind of give these beautiful like kind of clashes of flavour. You get the vanilla from the bourbon barrel, and then you get a sherry, nutty, almost Christmas cake element from the Oloroso sherry butt. And the reason we love saying Christmas cake is mainly because if anyone, or you know anyone in Ireland that makes Christmas cake, we just get a big massive bowl of raisins, douse it in whiskey, probably leave it sitting for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then make Christmas cake with it. So I don't know which came first, the Christmas cake or the whiskey, because on Christmas Day it's just like eating a big pudding of whiskey sometimes. Doesn't actually sound that bad. Lovely. Right, let's get cracking. Now I did open this, so we can't rate this pop too harshly because it has been open, but it hasn't been open that long. So we'll see, maybe there'll still be a good pop, you know? We'll see. It probably won't be box fresh popping, but who knows? It's fine. It's fine. Open a fresh bottle and pop that. Beautiful colour coming out of that. Oh, now on the nose, right? It just has this beautiful, like, pillowy, woody vanilla note. It's just like, it smells like lying down on the cold side of the pillow if that was also doused in beautiful, delicious smelling whiskey. Get that toasted oak, and straight away that very obvious Spanish Oloroso sherry coming through. It's very distinctive. It's definitely got that there like brown sugar, raisiny, dried figs, dried fruit sort of note. Oh yes. Now, the first time you drink Redbreast 12, you always remember it because it just has this big, lovely, luscious, creamy mouthfeel straight away. It just fills the molars in the back of the teeth, so it does. And it's that single pot still element that really brings that. It brings that oily complexity. And right on the tip of the tongue, I get that like aged vanilla, wee bit of oak kick on the tip of the tongue as well. Then across the kind of like fatty bit of my tongue, I get some of those bacon spices, some black pepper, cinnamon in there. And then right near the end, it's coming through with the dried fruits, those raisins we spoke about, that Christmas cake element. But there is a lot of layers to this. It's still going. It's still like kind of shifting between them all, but in a beautiful balance. They're all just there in a crescendo of single pot still flavour. And when it comes to like whiskey in general, we always talk about the finish of a big cask strength whiskey with high ABV. But Redbreast 12 is at 40%, which is the minimum bottling strength for Irish whiskey. But even at 40%, the flavour of like that spice and dried fruit lingers on. Oh, it is a tidy wee drop. I absolutely love this whiskey. Never sad when I see a bottle of this being pulled out or ordered at the bar. It's class. It also goes very good in cocktails too. So it does. But even the story behind Redbreast is so interesting and full of history. So yeah, maybe pour yourself a glass and go have a wee read of that one. Sláinte. Oh yes, mate. Yes.